We are talking with Steve and Dave from Bethany Lutheran Church in Minot, and so excited to learn all about an upcoming dinner. So first of all, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Well, good morning, guys. I have so many questions about lutefisk, but we're going to stick with the dinner first and foremost. Lutefisk and meatballs. I know I like meatballs. I think I know the answer to lutefisk, but I'm honestly not sure. I've never tried it. But tell us about the dinner, what people can expect when they walk through the door.
Well, I guess we usually serve the lutefisk with melted butter and meatballs and potatoes and corn, lefse, fresh lefse and buns. And then usually kind of go through a line and take it to the table. And then after that, we have waiters and waitresses that serve anybody that wants some additional different helpings of whatever they would like. So.
Can you tell us about the history of this get-together and event and what you really want people to take away from it?
Well, this has been going on here at Bethany. This is our 36th year having it. And I think the biggest takeaway, the food is fantastic. But I think for me, what I see is the fellowship and the people that are gathering to have this meal together. That's really the fun part, is to visit with the people as they're dining. And it's typical, you have the lutefisk followers, and so they go from place to place, and this is where they gather and they say, hey, I saw you in Max, or I saw you somewhere else. And so it's just their time together.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there are people that like lutefisk so much they go to multiple lutefisk dinners, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah. We have, in fact, we have members of our own church that travel as well.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Right. Hey, on a serious note, guys, you had mentioned fellowship at the dinner. Let's talk about fellowship with the work that goes into putting on an event like this, and maybe how it brings your church community together.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, so typically the planning stages for our lutefisk dinner start probably in the late summertime, and so that's kind of when the task force starts, and they start the planning process, and then we start gathering for volunteers. And then that day of the event, you'll hear nothing but laughter in the kitchen. You might hear a pot or a pan clang together from time to time, or something gets dropped, but it's just the time together as they are working to serve those who are coming. It's a fun time to be around.
Well, and it's a beautiful time of year for that camaraderie, and I just love picturing it. The smells, I'm kind of curious about the smell of lutefisk. Okay, so you got to tell us, how do you like lutefisk? What makes it good? Lots of butter?
Yes, yeah. I enjoy a little bit of it. Dave's not so much on lutefisk, but I do enjoy a little bit of it. And if it's cooked right, we steam our lutefisk, and it seems to be a very popular way to cook it. And then I guess I like it with butter and salt and pepper, I guess, on mine. And I don't travel a long ways for it, but as long as I'm working the dinner, I always have to have a little bit. So, yeah.
Guys, I have so many questions. What's the texture like? Is it like gelatinous? Is it like fish?
Gelatinous.
You know, what what is it like?
Like jello.
So if it's cooked wrong, it is gelatinous.
Yeah.
Yes. But I can tell you, I've been here at Bethany since 2012, and I have worked the lutefisk dinner almost every year. And what I hear from people, and they're not even our members, but the people who just come to our event, they tell us it's the best lutefisk they've had. And they compare it to grandma. And so if you can compare food to, that's served at a church to grandma, that's pretty good.
That is absolutely perfect. And I wouldn't want to try it anywhere else, actually, just hearing about, the history there and how long that you've been serving it and having this event. Can you tell us a little bit about Bethany Lutheran Church right now? There's a lot of Christmas excitement that we've been referencing in the show. What do you have going on at Bethany right now?
Oh, so there's lots of events happening for us on we have a Wednesday evening service at 5:45, and we have what's called the Holden Evening Prayer Service, and it's just a beautiful service of Christmas music, some scripture prayers, And then on Sundays, this coming Sunday, we have our Christmas cantata. And so our sanctuary choir, along with musicians, not just here at Bethany, but from other places, come and they provide just a beautiful, beautiful service on Sunday. And then, of course, we're going to have our Christmas Eve service. So we have a Christmas Eve service at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock at night. And then we have a Christmas Day service at 10 o'clock. So there's many opportunities for people to come and worship.
Very good. Well, it sounds like it's a busy time of year, but you don't want to miss the lutefisk and meatball dinner. How can people get involved in this if they've never been before? Just show up?
Yep. Yeah, just show up to the church. It's served 11 to 4. We also have a holiday bake sale if anybody doesn't want to do any baking. We have some wonderful baked goods that we sell also. We get people served as quickly as possible. Most of the time there's not a long waiting line. We do a really good job of getting people through, and hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as we enjoy having people come to the church. So.
And you definitely don't go away hungry. You are full.
All the goodies you can handle. Sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Steve, so much for joining us today. We wish you all the best at these upcoming events.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas.
You as well.
You too. Thank you. And once again, let's take a look at that information on the Bethany Lutheran Church's 36th annual lutefisk and meatball dinner with the holiday bake sale. It's happening Saturday, December 14th, 11 to 4 p.m.